Hello everyone, this is Spencer here, and this is my first development log for my first mobile app, which is called Flowdrate. Flowdrate is a minimalist productivity or lifestyle app that contains a Pomodoro timer for productivity and a feature for reminding yourself to drink water. The purpose for creating this app is to further my knowledge for mobile app development, specifically with iOS app development, since I use my phone a lot. Uh, and this is my first time using Xcode and Swift, so I hope that I did a fairly decent job. But let's go, let's go demonstrate my app. So my app is over here with the emulator, and once I start it, initially it will ask for permission to authorize notification, but since I already downloaded it and allowed it, it doesn't show up. So like I said, it has a Pomodoro timer, which I called flow on the navigation area, and a drinking water, which is the reminder over here. So flow, let's click over here. This is the Pomodoro timer, which is a countdown timer to remind you, so you can focus on your task, to set the time to focus on your task. So for this video, we'll set it for 1 minute while I talk everything that's happening under the hood. So everything here on flow view is everything you see on the emulator. So this, for example, the slider here is one of the things that you can use on Xcode. So once I start, it will count down. I'll show everything that's happening. So let's go to the timer model. So once I click start, it runs this function start. It keeps track of the end date. The end date comes from when you add the value of the time that the user wants, like for example a minute. It'll add a minute from the time now and keep and holds it on the variable end date. I use this one so when I send a notification over here, I used a trigger where it is matching its date. The date components are over here, which is the hour, minute, and seconds. So that's how the notification will trigger, and this is where the contents of the notifications will be set. And once you set the trigger and the content, you can send a request to the notification center. And for this one, I use the identifier time. You can just use a different string. So let's say I'm going to the home page. Let's wait for the notifications to pop up. It's quite buggy, but it'll send notifications. So I don't think, since I exited the app, since I went to the home page like the very last second, I think the notification will be right here. Oh, never mind. Well, it was working, so let's run again while I talk more about it. So the reset resets the timer. It's pretty straightforward. Also, it doesn't just reset what's showing on the front end, it also removes all the pending notification requests from the notifi- notification center. And this is the function called update. It updates everything that shows right here. And like I was saying, the end date adds the value of the minute that was showed here through this function by adding a minute, and then the content, the trigger again, and it doesn't repeat. So let's go home now so you won't miss the notification. And let's wait here for a minute. There you go. Flow timer is up. Let's go. It is effective to make a list of tasks before starting your next focus time. So that's what happened. Good job being productive. Have a quick break. So that's what happens. And the next thing is drinking your water. So drink your water feature allows you to set how much water you want to drink each day. So let's say 8, since it's more than average intake. And it allows you to set how frequent you want to get notified with drinking your water. So let's say I want to drink water every minute. And once you click set reminder, it sets the reminder and cancel. It cancels all the notification just like in the Flow Timer app. And so I want to click set a reminder. And it shows here you have 8 bottles remaining. And I'll show you what this button does, like the I drink my water. So let's go home for a minute while I talk everything that's happening. So all the view is once again here in the Swift UI file. Everything that shows is over here, including the style that I want for each view. But I'll show you the thing. So once you click start, it sets the goal. It keeps track of the initial goal that I said, like you'd have 8 bottles of water, and sets the notification. The notification is the same as the timer app, the timer feature, but the difference is the time. It's a notification of time interval. So it means it instead of date, it'll keep track of the time. So by doing so, oh, there's the notification. By doing so, I set 1 minute on the notification frequency times 60 seconds. So it'll convert minutes to seconds. So this is the content as I have shown you here. I have 8 bottles of water remaining. And this is the function to drink water. I'll show you how it works. So once I drink my water, I'll tell the app that I drink my water. And then I have the option to continue to remind me, which will set the notification once more or cancel the reminder. So I want it to be reminded one more time just to drink my water, and I know that I have 7 more bottles to drink. So this decrease bottle is the button over here. It decreases the number of bottles you want to drink. Increase bottle is over here, the plus button over here. And the update message is the one over here, which is a switch statement. So it updates every time. And I'll show you the view just to see what's happening. So like I said, this is the button for the minus, and oops, and then it calls the decrease bottle. And let's exit the app right now since we're waiting for the next notification. And I think I've covered most of it. And this is the welcome view, which is the animation. On appear, it'll animate, it'll ease in for 2.5 seconds, and once it appears, it goes to the home view. So there you go. You have 7 bottles remaining. So this time I don't want to be reminded for a while, so I cancel. But the next water that I drink, I want to be reminded. So there you go. So that's most of the things that are happening around the code. The way I subset the task or subdivide the task is by using my Trello board, which is over here. I started first by following tutorials, and then I kind of started on doing the app on my own. And the things that I want to work on is adjust putting all the state object or source of truth onto the navigation area. So I'll show you an example. So for example, I start this 32 minutes. Once I press back to the parent view, which is this view over here, and go back, it will reset. The reason for this is because the function or the model of the timer is onto is in the flow view. The source of truth is over here. So uh, I know that I can just move all the state over here on this home view, pass it onto the flow view, and have a binding variable over here, which I can set like so, like binding. So these are the state for the home welcome view, and for the flow view, it's over here. So I can just change this to binding once I decide to do that. That's the same with the Drink Your Water app. So once I do this and go back, it stays 0 because all of the states are in their current view. So those are the things that I want to work on in the future. and optimizing the notification center so I don't have any repeating code. And yeah, so that's everything for my app. Everything is on the GitHub link, and the some of the tools that I use is my personal iPhone as well, since the preview emulator over here in Xcode is very buggy. As you can see, it just, there you go, it's very slow, so I use my app to build it and the emulator. And yeah, that's everything for my app. Thank you for watching.